Streaming 24/7, on-demand archives, podcasts, and more. TalkZone.com. TalkZone.com. Saying a lot for planet Earth.
I had my own way of tackling. I used to grab the whole backfield. Then I threw guys out until I found the one with the ball. When I started drinking beer, I did the same thing. And this is the one I'm holding on to. Light beer from Miller. It has a third less calories than the regular beer. It's less filling, and it tastes terrific, too. I also love the easy opening can.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
And now, back to David Spada and Elliott Harris for more Sports and Torts on TalkZone.com.
This is David Spada along with my co-host Elliott Harris. Elliott, we got our next guest on the line, a former Baltimore Colt and Houston Oiler. He won a Super Bowl with the Colts in Super Bowl V. He was the first pick in the NFL draft out of Michigan State. He was an actor in the Police Academy movies. He played Officer Hightower. He did those classic Miller commercials, which you could see or hear on our show today on TalkZone.com. And he was a two-time Pro Bowler. Let's get right to our guest, Bubba Smith. How you doing, Bubba?
I'm doing great.
Bubba, we were listening to the commercial. You had one with you and Dick Butkus going in the break, and then one after the break where you ripped off the top of the beer can. Was that can rigged, or did you actually take a regular beer can and rip the top off?
It's not that hard. It's a little aluminum can. You just grip it right, and it'll come off.
Is that something you had to practice, or you knew that from your college days?
No, I don't drink.
And you're doing beer commercials.
Well, I had to take a swig in order to be legit. But as a rule, I don't drink.
You're like me, Bubba. I'm an attorney. I do the radio show, and I don't drink. And people say, how do you go to bars and not drink? I say, I have a Coke. I get enough trouble sober. I don't want to sit there and drink. I'm afraid what I'll do.
Well, I'd hate to think what I would do if, I was drunk. Liquor and I don't get along. Plus, my father was a football coach. And if I came home smelling like alcohol, you talking about a beating. And he's 5'11", 170 pounds. I was scared to death of him.
Who was tougher, him or your mom?
Mother. She ran everything.
You wouldn't want to get on the bad side of her.
Oh, no. I did everything that was done was, to please Mama. Because she gave up everything for us. She has a PhD in child development, and she wouldn't marry Daddy until he got a job. And I said, that's cold-blooded, Mama. She said, but you kids had to eat.
I was going to say, she's not cold-blooded. She's smart.
Yeah, she is. She really is.
I see that you don't wear your Super Bowl ring from the Colts. Is there a reason for that?
I gave it to my father, and I buried him with that ring with my father. And I didn't like it no way, because I thought that should have been our second Super Bowl ring.
Why did you only get one? Why should it have been your second?
Well, when we lost to the Jets, it was that game was not right. If you understand what I mean.
I think we can read between the lines or listen between the lines.
Because the terms of the merger was if they didn't establish credibility by the end of 3 years, the terms of the merger was null and void.
So do you think that there was something up where Pete Rozelle wanted the Jets to win so the leagues didn't disband?
Of course. I mean, you wouldn't have week-long game. Now, I think this game is going to be good. But, you just don't get that.
So what do you think? I mean, a lot of people say the Super Bowl is more about all the parties and the commercials, and the game's just an afterthought.
No, the game is not an afterthought to the players, and I don't think it's an afterthought to the people.
So who are you rooting for in this game this weekend? The Steelers or the Packers?
Well, let me tell you, they're mirror images of themselves. I thought that the Jets were going to actually beat Pittsburgh. That first and 10 on the 1.
Right.
He ran 2 pass plays, the 2 same pass plays, and then he came back and ran 2 running plays, the same play. And see, when he did that, I said, "Oh boy, it's over." You know, and then they got the they got Rothenberg in the end zone, a safety, so they got the punt, and they can't do nothing with the ball.
Well, you got a pretty good Steeler defense they had to go up against.
Yeah, but if they put everybody in the box like the Steelers did, the Jets, let them bring them. They got good corners. They got the lockdown corners, people that can cover people for a long time. And now you talk about
they got Revis and Cromartie.
Yeah, and why not? You got good players like that. Why not take a chance? You might not ever get back there again.
Look at the guy who did the commercial with you, Dick Butkus. He played with Chicago for 10 years, never made a Super Bowl.
Well, that was because he didn't. They had Dick and Gale.
Yep.
It was a Dick and Gale show, nothing else.
That was it.
And after that, that was all you saw.
Then Dick got smart. He got out of football and started doing commercials. He made more money, like you.
I made more in one police academy than I did in 10 years of football.
What did you get for a police academy movie back in the day?
It was a lot.
Okay. You ever going to make a comeback as an actor?
Yeah, we doing another police academy this summer.
All right.
And I got some more things in the works, but I had to get myself back together. You know, I had a prostate cancer that I had cut out, and then 6 months later I had to get back surgery. With that titanium rod and stuff.
Oh, wow.
So wait, who's going to be in the new Police Academy movie? Is it Steve Guttenberg and the whole crew again?
Yeah, that's the whole group.
What are you guys doing? You going to be at a nursing home or something? You guys are getting up there.
A nursing home.
Come on, you got.
I
For the other guys, not you.
I'm in the gym every day, and I know that they have to be in the gym every day. You know, I know Goody is. I guarantee he's in the gym. I guarantee you Leslie is in the gym. Callahan. I can't tell you about the others, but I know they are. You know, and it's not a remake. It's a continuation.
Is it going to be?
I think I don't know what. I haven't seen the script, but some of the guys said that we'll be running the academy, and if that is so,
that's like the inmates running the asylum.
boy, it'll be some crazy stuff.
Any talk about another Miller commercial with you and the gang, with Euchre and Madden and getting Burt Jones and L.C. Greenwood back together?
No.
I mean, those were classic commercials. I mean, today's Super Bowl commercials are nothing like the old ones. The old ones, I mean, you had Rodney Dangerfield and you guys going camping. You had you guys in a bar. There was the classic golfing one. I mean, it was
Rosie Greer needle pointing.
Yeah, but you know what? The light beer commercials were great. The reason that I did them was I was competing. I was competing against Budweiser, and then we went past the flagship, which is Miller Light, and they got scared. So it's a thing where people and plus we went out and promoted that thing. We went to bars and stuff, and imagine me going into a bar and having 6 Miller Lights around me and a Coke in the middle. I mean, it was incredible. We had fun doing it.
No, you're exactly right, because we're going to have L.C. Greenwood coming on a little later and Burt Jones. And when I told Burt I was having you guys on, Burt goes, I want to come on and talk to L.C. because I haven't talked to him in years. We really enjoyed working together.
Yeah. Burt came after we had left. He wasn't in that group with us.
Now, you guys were sort of the gold standard of the beer pitch men back in the day.
Well, we won a lot of awards. I know that, and see, the guys were all, if you did a commercial and it didn't go over too big, they'd talk about you like a dog.
Exactly.
When we got together for the group commercial, they said, your commercial didn't work, did it? And everybody had fun, man. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Bubba. It was a pleasure talking to you. Good luck with the new Police Academy movie and your future endeavors, and best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
that was the legendary Bubba Smith, former Colton Oiler. How about that, Elliott? I mean, this guy is just a classic. And now they got a new Police Academy movie coming out.
I don't go to the movies that often, but now that I know the Police Academy's coming out, I'll start saving for a ticket.
I would have never made that comment to Bubba if he was in studio about them being at the nursing home. He would have came over the table at me.
Yeah, there would have been one less co-host to the show if that was the case.
I was trying to think who was in that movie. All I remember was Bubba Smith and Gutenberg, and then the guy from Punky Brewster was the captain. I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
I can't remember him off the top of your head either.
And I want to, you know what? I don't give enough props to our sound man extraordinaire, Dave Olson. He does a great job helping us with the show. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. I call him Jiminy Cricket, Dave Jimmy Cricket Olson, because he's always in my ear guiding us, which we need. But again, you're listening to Sports and Torts. I'm David Spada with Elliott Harris. When we come back, we'll have another legendary player on, L.C. Greenwood. You're listening to Sports and Torts. Be back in a few.
Light beer open, and we've seen some real unusual shots today.
You said it.
Hey, Bob, I think you got a birdie.
Let's see, how am I supposed to hit it through this tree?
No problem, Bert.
How's Yuka going to get out of this one?
That calls for another light beer from Miller.
Make it 2, 3, 4. It's a good thing light's less filling.
Back to you, Ricky.
John, the last player's approaching the tee.
And when it goes to 100, you sell. I won't be long, girls. Hold my calls, will you? It hit the weather vane. It's in the drain. Here it comes out. It's going on the green. It's going in the hole.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
This open ought to be closed.